Well, times are tough enough for Australian homeowners with another interest rate rise looming. The last thing you need if you're paying back any kind of loan is a bank error where you're overcharged. Well, now there's a program to help you uncover any mistakes and get your money back.
There are errors in virtually every home loan and virtually every statement. So every single person in Australia with a home loan is subject to this problem.
David Gray is one of the creators of Mortgage Watchdog, a software program that calculates and detects any bank overcharge on any type of loan.
The reality is banks do make errors. Those errors are there in people's home loans, and people need to be aware of it and they need to protect themselves against that. And what we're doing is providing them with the tools to be able to find those errors and get the money back from the banks.
David's computer program will cost you $200 to buy, but it may end up saving you much more.
Now, in our experience with our customers, we've found that there's been a broad spread over time from a few $100s to thousands of dollars.
What's the catch?
There's no catch whatsoever. So we are supremely, almost 100% confident that they are going to find errors.
The instructions are simple enough. Install the program, enter the start and end dates of your loan statements, the interest rate and the current balance, and the rest is done for you.
It will print out a statement check for you showing what the bank actually did charge you and what they should have charged you, and therefore it highlights the difference.
The results are then printed out with a formal letter and taken to the banks.
We have about 7,000 customers at the moment, and in that time we've had 2 customers, that's over the last 5 years, who found no errors in their statements whatsoever.
Which leads us to the company's sell point. If you don't find that you've been overcharged, it's a guarantee that you'll be refunded the $200 purchase price plus another $250. We tested the program with Leanne Brighton, a Melbourne businesswoman and mother.
Well, you assume that the banks, I mean, they've got thousands of programmers, they're multi-million-dollar companies. You do assume that they would get the figures right.
But Mortgage Watchdog showed Leanne she'd been overcharged by almost $2,000 on her investment loan.
We tested 7 months, and I found that for 2 of the months, the bank had erred in their favour, and for the other 5 months, I was actually owed money. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things I could be doing with that money rather than giving it to the bank.
Another test was with accounts manager Piers Redwood. The discrepancy was only $4, but he only checked 1 month of loan repayments.
I was really surprised to find that there was any mistakes that came through. It's not something that you usually expect.
Banks make less mistakes now than they used to, but when there is a mistake, it's usually quite widespread.
David Niven is a lawyer specialising in fighting legal battles with the banks.
Your home mortgage is the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life. Why wouldn't you take some time to make sure that it's right? At the end of the day, it's your money and you're entitled to get it back.
I've had that loan running for just on 10 years, so if that's what I find in 7 months, it'd be a little bit scary to see what it actually transpires to over the course of those loans.
Ultimately, the banks want to do the right thing by their customers. They're not setting out to rip people off, but again, they do make mistakes. So when they are presented with the evidence, they tend to be really good. They want to do the right thing by the customer.
Peter Stefanovic.